Student, I am your physics mentor and you are watching Drona Academy e-learning series. Today I am going to start vector. Why vector? Because it's the most important single topic of physics. I am talking a single topic, okay, but it's a topic, okay, it's the most important. 60% of syllabus of 11th class is actually based on the vector, as well as 12th class also. In 12th class, 50% syllabus is actually based on the concept of vector. You have to use the concept of vector for solving questions. If you are not learning vector, if you are skipping this topic and then after starting the learning physics, then you can't learn effectively. Here the word effective is very effective, okay. Why I am telling you? Because we having a first chapter, kinematics, okay, and if you don't having a knowledge of vector, seriously you can't solve 80% question of first chapter. Think about that, okay. So before starting this vector, I am starting from the basic, okay, and basic is what? Quantity. We are dividing quantity in two parts. First one is physical quantity and second one is non-physical. Okay, what is physical quantity, student? The quantity which is measurable, जिसको आप measure कर सकते हो. The quantity which is measurable, like length, temperature, time, these quantities are measurable. You can measure this, okay. So that's called the physical quantity, and by means of this quantity you can explain the physics laws, you can write the equations, okay. So it's a very important. In physics actually we are dealing with the physical quantity. What is non-physical, student? Tell me. Just think about what is non-physical. I told you in physics we are dealing with the physical quantity. So tell me, हम लोग क्या नहीं पढ़ते हैं फिजिक्स में, किस क्वांटिटी के साथ डील नहीं करते हैं? Okay, student, tell me how much happy right now I am, or how much honest I am. You can't measure. I'm not talking about the few students used to measure the happiness through a chocolate. So I'm not talking about that student, but trust me student, you can't measure the happiness. We don't having a meter or a scale. You can't measure the kindness. Is it or not? Okay, so that's why in physics we are not dealing with the emotions, happiness, kindness, love, these things, okay. So we'll discuss about the physical quantity only in our physics. We'll not deal with the non-physical. By the way, what is non-physical quantity? You can see the quantity which are not measurable. The quantity which is not measurable is called non-physical quantity. Example is simple: kindness, happiness, emotions. Is it or not? Okay. Now come to the physical quantity. Physical quantity, the quantity which is measurable, and we are dividing this measurable quantity in two parts. First one is vector and scalar. And I suppose you know the words, at least meaning of these words, what is vector and what is scalar, because these things also in 9th class. Okay, student. So now tell me, what is scalar? I am starting with this side, scalar. We will study in detail about the vector today because our topic is vector, okay. So I just started from the basics, how these things are linked, okay. So I'm just repeating. By the way, we already learned what is physics. So in physics we are dealing with the quantities, and which type of quantity? Physical quantity, and we are dividing physical quantity in two categories. First one is vector, second one is scalar. Till now everything is clear. Now we'll discuss first what is scalar quantity. Tell me. I suppose you all know, at least knowing the meaning of this word, okay. One most important thing, student, maximum, I am telling you, maximum students knowing the definition, they are learning, I don't know from where they are learning, but they are knowing the definition of a scalar is in incorrect way. Why I am telling it's incorrect? Because maximum students used to tell like the quantity which having only magnitude. No, it's not. It's a fully incorrect definition. Okay. So what is the correct definition? The correct definition of scalar quantity is the quantity which is fully satisfied by their magnitude. Try to understand. I'm repeating again, what is a scalar quantity? The physical quantity which is fully satisfied by their magnitude. Try to understand what is a scalar quantity. जो अपने मैग्नीट्यूड से satisfy है. Don't need to mention here no direction or anything else. Okay, the quantity which is fully satisfied by their magnitude is called a scalar quantity. What are the example? Time, temperature, distance, is it or not? Speed. These are the scalar quantity. Getting my point? Okay, student. I suppose you all understand what is a scalar quantity. Now comes to another type of quantity. The another type of quantity is vector quantity. The another type of quantity is vector quantity. Then how you will define the vector quantity? Maximum student, even 90% student, I am telling you, is defining the vector quantity in incorrect way. Why? Why I am telling you this? It's my experience. Okay. Through my experience, I am telling you, 90% student used to define this is in incorrect way. Why? They used to tell like the quantity which having magnitude and direction is called a vector. I will tell you this is why this definition is incorrect. The correct definition I am telling you, the correct definition is the quantity which having magnitude, direction and also following the vector algebra law. What is vector algebra law? The addition, multiplication, okay, these things, addition laws, there is a addition laws in vector. I will discuss today that. Okay, I am repeating again the definition. Student, try to understand the quantity which having magnitude, the physical quantity which having magnitude, direction and following vector algebra law is known as vector quantity. Try to understand, students. I am repeating again, the physical quantity which having magnitude, comma, direction and following vector algebra law is called vector quantity. Is it okay? Okay. Now, what are the example of vector quantity? First, displacement. Okay, we'll study acceleration, velocity, force. These are the vector quantity, student. Okay, and look at this. In first chapter, second chapter, first chapter is we having a kinematic, second Newton's law of motion, circular motion, work, power and energy, center of mass, rotation. On this all chapters, SHM, on this all chapters we have to deal with the vector quantities. Even in 12th class we having electrostatics, first chapter there. It's a very important for board exam also. Every year 8 to 9 marks question is coming from that topic. Okay, and in every exam you will find the questions from the electromagnetism, a big part. Okay, so at that whole electromagnetism, there you need the vector quantity, the vector concepts. There you have to deal with the vector quantity and you need the concept of vector. Okay, so that's why this vector, the today lecture is the most important lecture of physics. By the way, it's a math topic. Again in 12th class you will learn, in 12th class math sir will explain you what is vector. Okay, he'll teach you in detail about the vector, but today also we'll discuss in detail. Okay students, this is clear. Okay, now so I already defined you what is vector quantity, that is written. Okay, what you can do, you can pause and note down the definitions. Okay, now student, how to represent the vector quantity? It's very important. How to represent the vector quantity? I already told you the definition. Again I am repeating the what is the definition of vector quantity? The physical quantity which having magnitude, direction and following vector algebra law is known as vector quantity. Okay, we are representing vector quantity by arrow. Geometrically we are representing vector quantity by arrow. Okay, and here the length of the tail of this arrow, the length of tail of this arrow is magnitude. Okay, and this one is a direction. Okay, so this one is the direction. Here head of this arrow is denoting the direction and the tail of this arrow is actually denoting the magnitude. जितना बड़ा वेक्टर होगा उतना लंबा टेल होगा. Okay, but mathematically we are representing a vector quantity by mathematically we are representing with the A with this arrow sign. Okay, but in some book you will find they are denoting vector quantity with the bold letter. Okay, but we will use here for writing purpose. Now we can't bold, so that's why we'll use this notation. Okay, so we are representing mathematically we are representing vector quantity by A with this vector sign. Is it clear? This is clear to everyone. It's a very simple. I'm again repeating, vector quantity we are representing vector quantity by arrow. Okay, the length of the tail of this arrow is actually magnitude and the head is a direction. This is clear to everyone. Now mathematically we are representing vector quantity by this is clear. Okay, whenever you want to note down anything you can just pause the video and you can note down. Now student, unit vector. What is unit vector? It's a sense of direction. What is unit vector? It's a sense of direction which is defined as ratio of vector by its magnitude. Which is defined as ratio of vector and magnitude. Why I'm telling? And we are representing first unit vector. नाम से पता चल रहा है. Unit vector, it means magnitude is 1. Unit vector, it means magnitude is 1. And we are representing unit vector with the cap. इसे टोपी लगाना है. Okay, so we are representing vector quantity by this cap. Okay, and here it's a vector divided by mod of a vector. This is clear, student? Okay, so unit vector, it's a unit vector. Okay, or you can also write it's a unit vector of A. So unit vector of A is actually represented by A with the cap, and we are defining it by the A vector divided by mod of A. Mod of A is, student, magnitude. Mod, like we having a this is a vector quantity, and here it is actually we can write, because we know the vector quantity having magnitude and direction. What definition I told? Vector quantity having magnitude and direction and also following the vector algebra law. So look at this. So here it's a magnitude, and for direction purpose we can write A with cap. No, it's a vector quantity because this quantity having two things. First, the magnitude, and second is their direction. Okay, similarly here it is written, if you will multiply you will get the same. Okay, so this relation is also very important. So what is unit vector is clear. First, the magnitude of unit vector is 1. Okay, and it is a sense of direction of that vector, specific vector, as well as we are defining it by ratio of vector and its magnitude. This is clear. That is written here. Okay, you can pause and you can write the definitions. Okay, students, now come the geometrical representation of vector. We already discussed what is geometrical representation, what is mathematical representation. Okay, so you can note down addition of vector. Before coming to this addition of vector, student, I will discuss 2-3 things. First, resolution of vector. It's a very important. By the way, in slide it's a here. Resolution of vector and its component. Okay, or you can say how to take the component of vector. Okay, so resolution of vector means like if I am taking the rectangular resolution of vector or resolution along rectangular coordinate system. So like how we are representing a vector? Like this. This is clear? Heading is resolution of vector, and we are representing vector by a arrow sign. Okay, now student, like we having a standard coordinate system. I'm taking here 2D standard coordinate system. You can also put, I will also tell you for the 3D coordinate system. So if I am just taking a 2D coordinate system right now, and I am taking, this is the A vector, and this one is standard our plus positive x-axis, it's the positive y-axis, minus x-axis, and minus y-axis. This is clear, student? Okay, we already talked about the unit vector. So right now I am defining the positive x-axis is actually I cap. Okay, this is standard notation. Positive y-axis is actually j cap. This one is the, okay, before first I am telling you how to take the resolution, how to take the component of vector. Okay, student, this one is making theta degree. This A vector is making theta degree angle with the x-axis. Try to understand. Now, if you are taking the component in this direction or in this direction, what it will be? Okay, for understanding this, now I am going to use a basic trigonometric concept. What is trigonometry? Basic trigonometry concept you all know from our 9th 10th class knowledge of trigonometry. If this angle is theta, this is your hypotenuse, this one is the perpendicular, and this one is the base. We know that sin theta equal to p by h. बहुत अच्छे, p by h. Okay, if sin theta equal to p by h, so we can write p equal to h sin theta. Okay, and now student, cos theta, and we know that cos theta is b by h. From here we can write b equal to h cos theta. Okay, student, try to understand, these things are related. We will use this concept from here. Now student, tell me, what is perpendicular here? This one. It means here you can writing p equal to h sin theta, and b equal to you are writing h cos theta. Look at this. In this triangle, it's a theta, it's a A. Okay, so here this one is like a perpendicular, and if it is a A, then here what you will write? A sin theta, and this will be A cos theta. Here it's a perpendicular part in front of that angle. So I can write here it's a, or we can write, if we are writing A factor, so we can write here it's a cos theta. I'm just talking about right now magnitude. Okay, that's why I'm just writing it. Okay, one more student, one thing important. Actually, you can represent the magnitude by A or A. Okay, A with mod sign or A. This is actually representation of magnitude. Okay, student. Now look at this. So we can write it's a perpendicular. Here it's a sin theta, and this one is the A cos theta. Try to understand. This one is the A sin theta, this one is the A cos theta. It means the component along the y-axis, it's if it is here, if it is here, it's the same. So A sin theta, and this one is the A cos theta. It means what you understand using this concept, what you understand. I'm again repeating, students, we having a here triangle. I am using the basic trigonometry ratio. We know that sin theta equal to p by h and cos theta equal to b by h. So p equal to h sin theta and b equal to h cos theta. Okay, so here p is h sin theta, p is h sin theta. You can also write, sorry, h cos theta. Here also you can write, if you are making a rectangle, then what you will get? This is the h sin theta, and this is the h cos theta. Is this clear to everyone? Okay, using this concept, I just use this concept for explaining the how to take component. Now I'm writing in simple weigh these things because you have to learn, and it's the most important thing. So it means if we having a vector A is like this, and if you want to take the x component, I'm assuming it's a ax component and this one is the ay component. So ax will be what? A, if this angle is theta, then you can write a cos theta, and here this is the a sin theta. You understand? Component. It means you can write a, the vector a is in the form of this and this. What is the meaning of this taking component? It means the effectiveness of that vector along the specific direction. Like if it is a x direction, this one is the y direction. So how much effectiveness of this vector along the x direction and how much effectiveness of this vector along the y direction. This is clear to a student? This is clear to everyone? Okay, very good. So now student, we can write it's a ax, okay, ax I cap plus ay j cap. Okay, okay, I j k, what is this? Unit vectors. Now learn everyone, this diagram is very important. Okay, in whole physics you have to use this diagram. This is the x-axis minus x-axis, y-axis minus y-axis, z-axis and minus z-axis. Try to understand. We are representing the x direction. I told you the unit vector is what? Sense of direction of a vector. Try to understand. It's a sense of direction of a vector. So we are giving a name here. We are taking a standard things for x-axis. That's a I cap. It means if it is written with the I cap, it means that is oriented or that is directed along the x-axis. Similarly, opposite of that, minus of I cap. Minus of I cap is what? Minus x-axis. J cap. J cap is along positive x-axis, vice versa. Minus of J cap is along the negative y-axis, positive z-axis plus k cap, and negative is minus k cap. Simple. Okay. तो आप लोग को ये याद रखना है, स्टैंडर्ड नोटेशन. ओके, और यू कैन से दैट दिस इज अ स्टैंडर्ड डायरेक्शन सिस्टम. हम लोग डायरेक्शन सिस्टम यूज करते हैं ना, नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट, ऐसा है ना. सो दैट इज आवर डायरेक्शन सिस्टम. नॉर्मल टाइम में हम लोग यूज करते हैं, बट इन फिजिक्स वी विल यूज द दिस, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड द स्टैंडर्ड डायरेक्शन सिस्टम. ओके, वेरी गुड. स्टैंडर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम आपने सुना था ना, and this is a standard direction system. Very good. So now student, look at this. So here ax, and value of ax is what? A cos theta. So we can write the vector a is actually equal to a cos theta I cap plus a sin theta j cap. Okay, so this is a student for the 2D coordinate system. Plus discuss these things for the 3D. Okay, note down. That is written there. Okay, okay. If you got this one, so if you want to write the mod, you all know how to take the mod. So mod is what? Root under ax square plus ay square. Again you will get the a. This is actually also equal to e. We can represent magnitude by mod, or also if you are just writing a, it means also it's a magnitude. This is clear to everyone? Note down this. You can pause the video and note down. Okay, so this is for the 2D coordinate system. Okay, now I'm going to discuss right now only the 3D. For 3D it's also very important, student. It's a very important thing. डेली बाय डेली गर्मी बढ़ते जा रहा है. Okay, student. Now look at this. I'm taking a 3D coordinate system. Suppose you all are familiar with the 3D coordinate system. यही तो समझ में आया सर अभी तक. Okay, so this one is the x-axis, minus x-axis, y-axis, minus y-axis, z-axis और minus z-axis. Okay, and we are denoting the x-axis with the I cap, minus, and here minus x-axis is with the minus I cap, y-axis with the j cap, this one is the minus j cap, it's a k cap, and this one is the minus of k cap. Okay, now we having a one vector, this one, and it's again a vector. Then how you will write this vector in this 3D? So 3D, if it is a vector, we can write here it's a x I cap from our previous knowledge, plus a y j cap, plus a z k cap. Simple, very simple. Okay student, so note down, we'll use these concepts, a very useful concept. You already understand. Now what we learn, what is vector, representation of vector, how to take the component of vector, and how we are actually writing a vector in 3D components form. So x component, y component, and z component. Okay student, so now here it is written by the way. Okay, so here it is written by the way, so you can note down. If you are writing, that is written by the way. Okay, a means mod of a magnitude, and how you will write, it's a root under ax square plus ay square plus az square. Simple, very simple, is it or not? Note down. मिटाओ भाई, क्वेश्चन करेंगे हम लोग, बहुत सारा क्वेश्चन करेंगे आज, अच्छे अच्छे क्वेश्चंस करेंगे एकदम. Okay student, now I am telling you one property of vector, like vector is free to move in their plane. जैसे मैं बताऊं, ये vector है ना अभी, this one is the a vector, you can move this vector. Okay, you can move this vector in their plane. जैसे कि मैं बताऊं, ये एक vector है, अब now we having a freedom to move this anywhere in the plane, this board plane. Okay, in this green board plane we can move this vector without changing the direction of vector. It's a very important property, we will use this property, okay, in addition, multiplication. Okay, so now comes to the addition of vector. चल जाओ भाई. Addition of vector, student, I am telling you there is two rules for addition of vector. One is triangle's law of addition and parallelogram laws of addition. यार गर्मी लग रहा है. Okay, so now we having a two vector. How? Look at this first. It's a vector. ऐसा बनाओ थोड़ा सा स्पेस ना, क्योंकि आगे कैलकुलेशन कर रहे हैं. So here I am assuming this one is the a vector and this one is the b vector. Very good. Now if you want to add, so we need a actually resultant vector, and this resultant vector is what? A vector plus b vector. Try to understand. Here what we want to add two vector. We having a one vector is a vector here, sign देना मैं भूल गया, it's okay, and this one is the b vector. Now we want to add this two vector. How you will add? ऐसा नहीं डायरेक्ट ऐड कर देते हैं, है ना, कि पता चला कि वेक्टर एक ले लिया 3i कैप प्लस 4j कैप, डायरेक्ट ऐड कर दिया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. Here we having a specific rule for adding the two vectors. How will add? No, learning, and then after I will tell you the formula. You have to remember that formula. It's easy, very easy. So look at this. Now addition of vector. Okay, laws are given there. Look, simple, it's very simple. What you have to do, you have to join the tails of the vector. Very good. This one is the a vector, this one is the b. How we are able to join their tails? Because we know we having a liberty, we can move the vector in their plane. Try to understand. We having a liberty, we can move the vector in their plane. So if it is a vector, b vector, हमने क्या किया भैया, मूव करके इसके टेल को ज्वाइन कर दिया. बहुत सही. If you are joining the tail, then the acute angle you will get. I suppose you all know what is acute angle. Okay. अच्छा, acute angle ही छोड़ो. Here we are getting acute. Sometimes like the smallest angle between two vector, if you are joining the tails of vector, at that time you are getting the smallest angle, that is the angle between two vector. Try to understand, I'm repeating it again. If you are joining the tails of two vector, हम लोग क्वेश्चन भी करेंगे एक, if you are joining the tails of two vector, at that time whatever the smallest angle you are getting, look at this, there's a two angle, na? This one and this one, so it's not a angle between two vector, this is the angle between two vector. So I am assuming the angle between two vector is theta. अपन प्रूफ कर रहे हैं, जनरल केस ले रहे हैं, this one is the a vector, this one is the b vector, and the angle between two vector is theta. Very good. So now student, look at this, what we can do, we can slide this, okay, here also, and what will be the resultant vector, this is the resultant vector, by the way, here just explain. Okay, now student, do one thing, slide the v vector here. I'm assuming this one is the b vector, this one is the a vector. Okay, triangles law I'm telling, and here you will find this is the resultant vector. Okay, if it is a vector, you slide v vector and put it at this point. At that time, this from the resultant vector is actually starting from the tail of the first a vector, and it is meeting at the b vector head. Try to understand. Okay, and this is the resultant vector, and this resultant vector is here, it's a plus b. It's a very simple, student. Now student, what I will do, look at this, I'm drawing here because the diagram is very important. रटना कुछ भी नहीं है, very logical things. Okay, we'll use the concept whatever we already learned till. Okay, so this one is the resultant vector, here it's a vector, this one is the b vector. अपने को क्या पता करना है, we have to find the resultant vector. Now student, we can take the component of b vector along the x-axis. If here we already know the angle between two vector is theta, so this angle is also theta. Component of this vector along this is what, b cos theta. बहुत अच्छे. And here the vertical component, here also you can take the component, is it or not, component along this, if this angle is theta, then component along the vertical direction is also b sin theta. So we can write it's a b sin theta. Very simple, student. Now अगर हम लोग इसको simple magnitude, because first we are finding the magnitude, then after we'll find the direction. So if we are drawing a final triangle, it's a right angle triangle you are getting. Okay, we don't know this angle, so I am giving a name, this angle is alpha. कुछ भी दे दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, this angle is alpha. This whole distance is what, student, a plus b cos theta, and this is the b sin theta, and here it is the resultant. Why I am not writing the vector sign, because it's a magnitude. Right now I am just taking the magnitude. Very good. Now we all are expert in Pythagoras theorem, we'll apply this here. So what is Pythagoras theorem? I am starting from here. So r will be what, root under base square plus perpendicular square. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Clear? So why I taken a root? Because I just want to remove this one. Remove the square of this resultant point. Okay. So we already know here, यहाँ से लिख ही देता हूँ मैं. So here it's a plus b cos theta. पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लिख दूँ? अच्छा. h स्क्वायर इक्वल टू p स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर. डूब मरो यार, पाइथागोरस थ्योरम नहीं आता. So a plus b cos theta whole square plus b sin theta whole square. आया मजा? We all know how to take a plus b whole square. सर माता यार ये सब लिखने में, है ना? तुम लोग सारा लिखते हो. a square. So we can write here it's a root under a square plus 2ab b cos theta plus b square cos square theta plus this term will be b square sin square theta. b square sin square theta. Note down this. कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ तो मिटाना पड़ेगा, बहुत छोटा है. हाँ, ये सब मिटाओ, फालतू लिख लेना आप पॉज करके, है ना. टाइम बर्बाद करने का कोई मतलब नहीं है. जो काम का चीज है उधर लिखा हुआ है. ओके स्टूडेंट, सो फ्रॉम हियर what we having the magnitude of resultant vector is a square बहुत ठीक plus 2ab cos theta, very good, plus look at this student, if you will take the b square common, so here you will get the b square equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta. We know the identities. You all know the cos square theta plus sin square theta, or sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. It means the resultant vector you will get, this one is actually a square plus 2ab cos theta plus b square. सर हमने तो बुक में ऐसा देखा है, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos थीटा. लिखना भाई, सही है, क्या दिक्कत है, सेम है, लिख लो. अच्छा, अल्फा निकालना भूल रहा है. अल्फा, अल्फा निकालते. व्हाट इज अल्फा? टेल मी द वैल्यू हियर. 10 अल्फा. आई सपोज यू ऑल आर एक्सपर्ट इन ट्रिग्नोमेट्री. ओके, सो 10 अल्फा इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? b sin थीटा बाय दिस वन. लुक एट 10 अल्फा इक्वल टू b sin थीटा बाय a प्लस b cos थीटा. लिख लेते. b sin थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय a प्लस b, कितना घटिया cos थीटा. ओके, सो फ्रॉम हेयर वी कैन राइट द अल्फा इक्वल टू 10 इनवर्स b sin थीटा डिवाइडेड बाय a प्लस b cos थीटा. फॉर्मूला रट्टा मारना है. ओके, सो इफ यू आर एडिंग a and b, two vector, and the angle between two vector a and b is theta, then the formula you are getting is this. The resultant formula, the resultant vector you will get that's a root under a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and alpha is what? Angle between the first vector and the resultant vector you will get, that is the tan inverse b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta. आसान है बहुत. करो, छापो, कुछ क्वेश्चन क्लियर करेंगे इस पे. I suppose you all understand. वेरी गुड. लिखा हुआ है फॉर्मूला. अच्छा, नीचे एक एग्जांपल भी लिखा है, करेंगे एग्जांपल, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. सो यू, आई सपोज यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड द डेरिवेशन. रिपीट कर दूं क्या फिर से? चलो मिटाता हूं फिर करता हूं रिपीट. किसी बच्चे को समझ में नहीं आया हो तो रिपीट करूंगा फटाफट. अच्छा, तुम लोग तो रिवाइंड करके भी वीडियो देख सकते हो ना. हाँ, तो रिवाइंड करके वीडियो देखो, क्या दिक्कत है, स्टेप बाय स्टेप. ठीक है, मैं कोशिश करूंगा ऐसे ऊपर से नीचे तक लिखूं. बहुत छोटा है ना, ऊपर नीचे लिखना पड़ता है. ठीक है, ओके, सो यू अंडरस्टैंड. इसको भी मिटाओ भाई, क्यों रखा हूं. आसान चीजें रखना नहीं चाहिए बोर्ड पे. बहुत अच्छे. पहले इससे भी आसान क्वेश्चन एक, चलो एक क्वेश्चन ये ले लेता. क्या? अ वेक्टर a and b मेक एंगल 20 and 110 respectively with the x-axis. The magnitude of these vectors are 5 meter and 12 meter respectively. Find the resultant vector. आसान क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट you have to draw the coordinate system. क्यों भैया? x axis का जिक्र है. So here it is given with respect to x axis. First vector is making how much angle? 20 degree. First vector is making how much angle? 20 degree. Second vector is making 110. 90 इधर भागेगा. 110, ठीक है। अब मैं मेजर करके थोड़ी बना रहा हूं, पता चला कोई वीडियो रेक करके सर ने एंगल गलत बनाया। विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स एक्सिस, तो दिस इज द 110 डिग्री एंगल। अच्छा ये क्या है, इसका नाम दे दो भाई ए, एंड दिस वन इज द बी वेक्टर, मैग्नीट्यूड इज ऑल्सो गिवन, द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए वेक्टर डायरेक्ट लिखता ना 5, एंड द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी वेक्टर इज गिवन 12। दोनों के बीच का एंगल कितना दिख रहा है, अरे 90, बहुत सही। अच्छा देखो 90 बना था, बहुत अच्छा। सो हियर दिस एंगल इज 90 डिग्री। इट मीन्स इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन, यू हैव टू फाइंड द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ, सेपरेट डायग्राम बनाता हूं थोड़ा, 5, बी का वैल्यू दे रखा है, ए का वैल्यू दे रखा है आपको, मॉड ऑफ ए इट्स अ 5, मॉड ऑफ बी it is given 12 and angle is given 90 degree and you have to find the resultant, यही होगा resultant, and we know the formula of resultant, r equal to root under a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, cos 90 0 आएगा। चलो अभी देखो ए स्क्वायर 5 5 जा 25 प्लस बी स्क्वायर 12 12 जा 144, यही तो याद रहता है सर हम लोग को बस, प्लस 2 इंटू ए बी कॉस थीटा, इट मीन्स हेयर इन मल्टीप्लीकेशन भी है, लिखी दो क्या, क्या लिखना यार, टाइम पास, कॉस थीटा इज हेयर 90 डिग्री, थीटा इज हेयर 90 डिग्री एंड वी नो दैट कॉस 90 इज 0, so cos 90 is 0, 0 into something 0, 0 into something 0, तो पूरा टर्म क्या हो जाएगा 0, इतना बच गया, और ये बनेगा 169, हाँ जाना हुआ लग रहा है 30। so the resultant vector magnitude you will get, that's a 13 degree, बहुत simple। okay, now you have to find the alpha, okay, you have to find the alpha, it means the resultant vector here you are getting, that's their magnitude is 30 degree, अरे लिखो formula में put करो, you will get the answer, is it or not, it's a very simple। now you will put everything, you will calculate the angle, you can calculate angle, you can calculate the resultant, आप चाहो उसको वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखना है तो आई कैप जे कैप के फॉर्म में लिख सकते हो, आप जैसे चाहो वैसे लिख सकते हो, सिंपल, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल। चलो दूसरे पर जंप करते हैं। ए भाई एक क्वेश्चन खुद से बनाते हैं, यहां पर नहीं रखा है, सो राइट डाउन, आई एम गिविंग अ वन क्वेश्चन, इजी स्टूडेंट, वेरी, यू ऑल आर लर्निंग वेरी इफेक्टिवली, okay student, so now I'm taking an example, on that example we having a two equal force, ऐसा सोच रहा हूं, रुको, two equal force or between the angle between the two equal forces theta, then find the resultant force, the angle between two equal force f मान लो and this one is also f, so there is a two vector, okay, having same magnitude, there is a two vector, आप क्वेश्चन ऐसे लिखो, there is a two vector having same magnitude is situated at angle theta degree from each other, find the resultant of combination of that two vector, okay, करो, you have to find the resultant vector, ऐसा आएगा, you have to find the resultant, this is the one vector, another vector having the same magnitude, okay, and you have to find the resultant, okay, resultant vector, इसका नाम मैं ले लेता हूं, ये F1 फोर्स है, ये F2 फोर्स है, so I am writing here question, according to question the magnitude of F1 vector equal to magnitude of F2 vector is actually equal to F, सेम मैग्नीट्यूड है, मैंने ले लिया F, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, और ये दोनों के बीच का एंगल कितना है थीटा, द एंगल बिटवीन टू सेम मैग्नीट्यूड वेक्टर इज थीटा गिवन, यू हैव टू फाइंड द रिजल्टेंट, आपको क्या निकालना है R, which formula we will use, again we having a resultant formula, that's a root under a square प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab cos theta. Very simple. So now student we can write, wait, a1, okay, एक आदमी आ गया था मिलने के लिए, भाई मेरे से भी आता है आदमी मिलने, और क्या. So here look at this. So now we can write, so this is the resultant formula na. So we can also write na r square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. फॉर्मूला में वैल्यू रखते हैं. a is here f, so it's a f square plus again f square plus 2 f square, f into f square, and here it's a cos theta. We can also write this one is the 2 f square plus 2 f square cos theta, and we can write if we are taking 2f square is common, here you will get the 1 plus cos theta. बहुत अच्छे. This is actually equal to r square. This is actually equal to r square, and we know that student if it is r square, इसको भी simplify करते हैं. So here we can write 2f square 1 plus 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1. Okay, you all know the cos 2 theta formula, है ना. From there we am writing the here this one is cancel out, this one is actually cancel out the this one, and here we are getting 4 f square cos square theta by 2. This is actually equal to r square, so r equal to what you will get 2f cos theta by 2. Okay, this is the answer. Good question. Once AIEEE एग्जाम asked this question, और मैंने किसी और बोर्ड के एग्जाम में भी, शायद बोर्ड नहीं सॉरी किसी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में देखा था इस क्वेश्चन को. ठीक है, वो सेम मैग्नीट्यूड दे रखे थे, बीच का एंगल थीटा दे रखा था, और रिजल्टेंट में ऑप्शन में 4 ऑप्शन चिपका दिया था. तो दिस इज द आंसर, राइट. ओके, एडिशन ऑफ मोर देन 2 वेक्टर्स. कितना भी वेक्टर ले लो क्या फर्क पड़ता है भाई. देखो, if we are adding more than 2 vectors, सब वहीं से आएगा. What I told you from basic, I am starting. We having a 2 vector. This one is the A vector and this one is the B vector. How we are adding it? First A vector, and we know that we having a liberty, we can slide the B vector anywhere, so we are sliding and putting at this point. This is the B vector. Then this one is the resultant vector. Okay, we'll use this concept for multiple vectors, too many vectors if we are adding, like we having a vector, B vector, C vector and D vector. और भी, अरे जितना लेना ले ले, मैं इतना लिया. ठीक है. If we are adding this, so we can decorate it like this: A vector, B vector, C vector, D vector. मैं ऐसे बनाया समझाने के लिए आपको. So resultant of, we know that AB is this one. So here what we have to find? Resultant of A vector plus B vector plus C vector plus D vector. So look at this. Here it will give you the resultant of R1. R1 is giving you the resultant of A plus B. उसके साथ ऐड कर दिया C. Then this one again you can apply the triangles law and you will get the, here this one is the R2 resultant, then R2 with the D vector, and here you will get the resultant. Getting my point? How? Look at this. A plus B, you are getting R1, उसमें फिर से जोड़ दिया C, then you are getting the R2 plus D vector, you are getting the resultant vector. So resultant vector what you will get? A plus B plus C plus D. ऐसे कितने वेक्टर को ऐड कर सकते हैं? Infinite. Okay, so using this concept you can add the infinite vector. यहाँ पे 3 ले रखा है, मैंने 4 लिया. तुम्हारा जो फेवरेट नंबर वो ले लो. किसी का फेवरेट 1 लाख. करते रहो दिन रात, वही काम है, टाइम पास, है ना. ठीक है, ऐसे भी बच्चे मिलते हैं मुझे, सर मेरा फेवरेट नंबर 1 लाख, मैं क्या करूं। ओके, नाउ हाउ टू सबट्रैक्ट द वेक्टर्स। सर आपने एडिशन तो बता दिया, सबट्रैक्ट कैसे करेंगे? लुक एट दिस, हाउ टू सबट्रैक्ट द वेक्टर, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। मैं सोच रहा हूं कि वेक्टर कंप्लीट कर लो। सो हाउ टू सबट्रैक्ट द वेक्टर, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। If we having a one vector, this is the A vector, and again same, this one is the B vector, student. So if you want negative of any vector, like we having a, this vector is A vector, negative of this you have to just change the direction, magnitude same रहेगा, direction opposite करना. This one is the minus of A vector, try to understand. Similarly, here generally we are knowing the formula of resultant are equal to A vector plus B vector. हम क्या करते थे? First we are putting here the A vector, then sliding this B vector and joining the tail of B vector to the head of A vector. This is a vector, and we are getting this resultant vector. अभी तक तो आप लोग expert हो गए होंगे. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract A vector minus B vector. It's a very much similar, student. What we are doing? We are actually adding the negative of B vector. Try to understand. आपको किसी से कुछ माइनस करना है, सबट्रैक्ट करना है. It means what? You are adding the negative quantity. Is it or not? So it's a very similar, but here we are adding the negative quantity. It means what is negative of B vector? Negative of B vector is minus B, is this one. Try to understand. Negative of B vector is this one. So we having the same A vector, but negative of B vector इधर आ जाएगा. This one is the minus of B vector, and addition of this two is a subtraction. This way of subtract two vector. This is clear. That is written here. Now you have to use the same formula, student. एक क्वेश्चन भी करेंगे इस पे, बहुत ही अच्छा, बहुत फेमस क्वेश्चन है. ओके, विल डू दैट. सो लुक एट दिस, दिस इज क्लियर और नॉट? वेरी सिंपल, सेम फॉर्मूला you have to use, is it or not? So on that formula you have to just put B is minus B. On that same formula of addition you have to just put B equal to minus B. You will get the new formula for minus. You all know addition formula. How to subtract? You have to just put B equal to minus B on that same formula. Everything will be same. This concept is clear. Anybody having doubt? Just the concept is, if you want negative of any vector, you have to just change the direction. What I did here, look at this, same thing I did here. If B vector is like this, we just change the direction, and we are getting a result. This is clear? Okay, student. Now next, multiplication, multiplying by number. Before coming to this, I'm just taking a one example. मुझे लगा कि इसमें एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ होगा, आज मैंने स्लाइड नहीं बनाया, किसी और ने बनाया. अच्छा, ये स्लाइड क्यों यूज करता हूँ? मैं जनरली ट्रेडिशनल जो मेथड ऑफ टीचिंग है उसको प्रेफर करता हूँ, मुझे जरूरत नहीं पड़ता स्लाइड लेने का. बट इन वीडियो लेक्चर, नाउ यू पीपल आर वाचिंग वीडियो, सो एट दैट टाइम इफ यू वांट टू राइट समथिंग ना, यू कैन पॉज द वीडियो, यू कैन राइट दैट फ्रॉम द स्लाइड. दैट्स व्हाई आई एम यूजिंग द स्लाइड्स. ओके, जनरली आई डोंट यूज स्लाइड. ठीक है? ओके स्टूडेंट, गर्मी लग रहा है, चलो कोई नहीं, क्या कर सकते. अच्छा, क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट? क्वेश्चन कौन सा क्वेश्चन ले लूं? चलो, हाँ. सो वी हैविंग अ टू नॉन जीरो वेक्टर, वी हैविंग अ टू नॉन जीरो वेक्टर, एंड हियर इट इज गिवन A vector plus B vector is actually equal to A vector minus of B vector. Try to understand. If we having a given here A vector plus B vector equal to A vector minus of B vector, mod of minus of b factor. Try to understand. Then if you want to calculate the angle between the two factors, try to understand. If you want to calculate angle between two factors, how you will calculate? We'll use the same concept. A plus b, mod of a plus b is what? Resultant of addition of two vector, and this is a subtraction. You can also write it's a Asan. And what question is what? This relation is given, so non-zero vectors, and you have to calculate the angle between two vectors. Very simple. Look at this student. Better if I will take this example after dot products, then also easy. We can also take here. एक example और लूँगा मजेदार. So here this one is the r vector and it's a s vector. अच्छा, addition and subtractions, magnitude of addition and subtraction is same. Then what you will get the answer? What is the angle between the two vectors? How you will calculate? We can write here it's a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Here also we can write root under डाल के भाई साहब, root under a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 2ab cos theta. Take a square both side, you will get a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and here this side also you will get a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay, now a b cancel out, a b cancel out. What we are getting? Oh, minus sign. If you will take this one this side, here you will get a 4ab cos theta is equal to 0. A or b, it is given, it's a non-zero vector. I already told you a and b is a two non-zero vector, and this relation is given. Then you have to find the angle between two vectors. It means this term is 0. And when cos theta is 0, if it is 90 degree, theta is 90 degree, it means theta equal to 90. आसान है, ये भी आपका पूछा हुआ क्वेश्चन है किसी एग्जाम का. सही सही याद करो तो ऐसे ही किसी जेई मेंस या नीट का पूछा हुआ क्वेश्चन है. वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन. ओके स्टूडेंट, सॉल्व इट. बारिश होने वाला है.